Welcome back to the Wildchat podcast. I'm your host, Callie Wallace, and I will be talking about everything you need to know about MHS. Today we have Mrs. Marty Cameron for our first episode. We're going to be doing a post-HOCO wrap-up. So I just wanted to start by asking, what all went into fundraising and money and stuff like that for homecoming.
Well, we actually start planning for homecoming like in May or June, and we figure out a theme. And as far as fundraising, most of it's just from the tickets. That's why the tickets are $20 each, and we don't make much profit of that. Like, I just got the balance from Brandy today, and there's no profit. We spend all of it here, but from what I understand, like, we have the biggest homecoming in Southern Illinois. We have about 850 students attend
Wow.
out of like 1,100 and some kids.
That's pretty good.
That's a good percentage. So all of that goes into everything we get goes back into the funding. And a lot of people don't understand it, like how expensive it is. Just the backdrop alone is $600, $700. The chair rental is $450. The DJ is like $700. Like, it's a lot of money like that goes into it. And then obviously all the decorations and food. Like, we had $1,000 in popcorn this year, so
Wow.
it's a lot.
It was good popcorn though.
Yes. So we just try to make it as special as we can, and like I said, not make any money off of it, and just have everything there for the kids.
Yeah. So then that brings me to setup. I know setup was like record-breaking fast this year. So how did you kind of coordinate that and get that going?
Every year, like, the president usually gives me a vision, and then I go off of that. And all summer, I pretty much think about what I'm going to do, and like how to decorate the gym and activities that we can do. I even, like, if it's like a Disney theme, if I go to Disney World that summer, I'm checking out stuff that I can do. I'm always thinking about what I could do. As far as like the decorating this year, I think all the student council kids that helped decorate, they did a really good job. They did their part, and we got out like super early Thursday night. It's usually like midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning on Friday when we leave, and it was like I walked out. The kids left earlier than me, but I walked out at 9:30 Thursday night, so
Wow.
it was super early this year. But I think just having a plan, and the president gave me, Paisley Freeborn's our president this year. She gave me a vision board, and then I made it happen after that. And then I really didn't have to give a whole lot of instructions to the students. Seeing some of the students on the ladder for the first time was funny, but I'm not going to mention names. They'd never been on a ladder before, so it was kind of funny. But at least they get that experience, and they know how much hard work goes into it.
Well, even having that whole setup as late as it takes is just a fun tradition that I feel like that's a very good bonding experience.
We started Wednesday after school, putting the bleacher coverings on the bleachers after the pep session, and then we put like stand-ups and other things together Wednesday night before powder puff. So from Wednesday until Thursday night, that's what we have. And like a lot of like prom, they go all week, and they get to decorate, but we just have Wednesday because we have the pep session Wednesday.
Right.
So we have Wednesday and Thursday, and Friday's usually out because of the parade and the game. So Saturday morning, we also had a bunch of kids come in and put their work in, and like we got in and out on Wednesday also. The big thing on Saturday. The big thing on Saturday is we set up the games and activities like the cornhole and everything that we can't put up on Thursday and Friday because we have class still. We put up the concession area and get everything ready like on the outside and finish lights and everything Friday, and balloons. We got to have balloons on Saturday. I'm sorry,
Yes.
I keep saying the wrong date.
It's okay. So then, what all does like student council and do they have much to do with the parade and organizing that, or is that more like?
Yeah. So we have registration that goes out. Like, I put it out. I had people bother me at the end of the summer, and I'm like, instead of forgetting, I'm just going to put it out there. And I put it on Facebook to register. The community can register, and then I send it out to the teachers when school starts. And we shut it off at 80 this year, but some of the school people didn't register, so it ended up being 111 people. And I put them in order. And I have to give credit, like Mrs. Turner every year makes a map of where these people should be, gives them, like, uses their number. But this year, because we had the parking lot numbered, it was easier for the people to find the spots this year. What we plan on doing probably in the future is having them pay $10 or $20 per parking place, because some of these people are taking advantage and getting like 10 or 15 parking places and like making their entries longer. So and that would go back to the fund, like the student councils
Mm-hmm.
or some other type of fund for the schools. Everything
Yeah.
would go right back to schools. Like all the funding will always go back to the students.
That is very nice. So then, coordination. I know there's coordination practice Thursday during 4A and 4B, right? So is that completely like the English teachers or?
Mrs. Sanders, Wilmore, and Mrs. Turner all help with that. So they get all the coordination, all the girls set up by height and with the escorts, and then they go through the program like 3 times. That's also a good time for the MCs to practice
Mm-hmm.
and to make sure that everything's in there like they want, like the courts, everything the court wants on there mentioned about them is
Mm-hmm.
also accurate. So, but compared to other places, like I said, we go above and beyond in Marion.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, they like crown their kings and queens at the football games or some other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Herond, I think, does theirs on Thursday night.
Yeah,
But like
something like that.
we've considered that before, but like we like tying in our decorations to coronation and the
Mm-hmm.
dance, and like everything goes together in one night instead of having multiple nights to do that.
Right, right. And I feel like that just makes it easier for parents and everyone to be there and to watch everything, because having one day is a lot easier than spreading it out over the entire week.
Right.
So then we have a lot of homecoming traditions. So do you have any favorite traditions? Do you remember any that we don't do anymore?
I've been the student council sponsor here for 18 years out of my 19 years.
Wow.
I think most of the traditions are like the same, or we've even added some. Like for example, we didn't have. I remember the person that actually made up the head shaving competition, which was Mrs. Bloomingstock's sister. Actually,
Really?
she made that up, and it's been a tradition ever since then. The dance off and the pep session, like it's kind of silly, but like everybody looks forward to that.
Yes.
I heard like we changed the court relays to the musical chairs, and I heard some of them people like they missed the relay, so I guess we'll have to work on bringing that back next year.
Yes, for
So
sure.
anyway, I don't know, like the pep session I kind of worry about probably a lot more, and I started just giving that out to like students and come and get so they have their perspective on what they like. And I know a lot of the students don't like listening to the coaches, but that's part of it. That's what a pep
Right.
session is. You're supposed like the fall's supposed to be representing the fall sports. That's what that's for. And we could probably have like a full activity full of fun things, but like we
Right.
have to recognize our athletes and
Right.
those people that are in a sport right now.
Yes, because they put in a lot of work.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you'd like to bring attention to? Anything you want to mention?
I think we have a pretty good participation. I wish more people would participate in the spirit weeks.
Yes.
Like I don't know, like like you don't get to do that. Like when you get old, unless you're a teacher, you don't get to do that.
Right.
So like enjoy it while you have it,
Yes.
and it makes it more fun for everybody else. Probably my most favorite homecoming was Harry Potter. And then everybody dressed up, and then we even decorated. Each class had a house. Like
Wow.
freshman was Hufflepuff, and sophomore was Ravenclaw. Juniors were Gryffindor, and seniors were
Yes.
Slytherin. So like every class had a hall, and we decorated it, and it felt like Hogwarts that week.
Yeah.
So like I wish people would get more involved in the whole Spirit Week, and then it would definitely make it feel like homecoming more around here throughout the week, and then also like just have fun. Like you're only kids once, just have fun, and homecoming is how much fun as you put into it.
Right. Right. Well, we appreciate everything that you do for homecoming and just for student council in general. You are truly incredible. Like, I don't think anyone realizes how much she actually does and how much work she puts into. Like, we are going to Greenville and Lindenwood next week, and that's just something that not a lot of schools get an opportunity to do. Like, we are going and being able to explore our future because of her, and not a lot of schools get to do that. So we are very appreciative of you.
Thank you.
Alrighty, that is all for this week. So come back next week for a new special guest.